Hello, students. Today, we're going to be making a drawing that's all about lines. We're going to create a line monster. First, I'm going to gather some of my supplies, and I'm going to use a marker, but if you only have crayons at home, that's okay too. And I'm going to slowly and carefully make a line that curves up just like this. And we're going to take our fingers on a walk today. We're going to follow the lines. We're going to trace every line with our fingers and take a little trip. First, I'm going to make a straight line at the bottom. It's very smooth. Next, I'm going to make pointed lines that go up and down like zigzags or a mountain. And I'm going to climb with my finger up and down those mountains. The next line is going to be similar, but instead of mountains, it's more like hills. It's a wavy line. We go up and down. This next line is a little bit tricky. Some people call it a castle line because it makes squares or steps like the tops of a castle, the turrets. And I'm going to follow that with my finger and go back and forth and up and down. Now I'm going to make a bouncy line. And I'm going to bounce with my finger and go along and go up and down, up and down. The next line is going to be a dotted line. And you might wonder, how is a broken line like a dotted or dashed line a line? But it is. It's a line just like you would do if you're lined up at school with your friends. You're not touching, but you still make a line. And then we're going to make a loop-de-loop line. This is one of my favorite lines because it's like a roller coaster. You go up and down and up and down, and you go upside down, and you make these little loops. Now I'm going to begin. Whoops! Did you see how I just made a mistake? My marker dropped, but instead of starting over, I'm going to work with the mistakes and make it into art. So I'm beginning to think about my monster's face. And I'm going to make 3 eyes on my monster. Maybe your monster has 1 big eye or 2 tiny eyes. I'm going to think about the mouth and what kind of line I might want to use. I went with a wavy line. And what other kind of lines can I add? Maybe I'll make zigzag lines on the sides like ears. And maybe I'll make some straight lines for hair. You can make your monster look however you want. I'm curious to see what you come up with. Maybe you'll add dashed lines, or maybe you'll add curvy bouncy lines. I'm going to start coloring now, and through the magic of editing, it looks like I am coloring very fast, but in reality, I'm going very slow, and I'm taking my time to fill in as much of the white spaces as possible. I wonder what colors you'll choose. When you're all finished, have a grown-up or caregiver or older sibling help you photograph your work and submit it with this assignment. I really can't wait to see what you've come up with. Thanks for drawing with me.